like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love, love.
Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. This is my review for Love at the Lockup Season 2, Episode 7. And baby, I'm like, phones is going off and stuff like that. It was a whole mess. It was a whole mess. These people is bananas. I hope everybody's having a great Saturday. We got our first snowstorm here. I know I've been telling y'all we were having good weather. I guess I jinxed this because our first real snowstorm hit today. Like a couple inches of snow came in. You know, roads was bad. I had a baby shower to go to, couldn't go. So I'll be live tomorrow on YouTube at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure to tune in. It'll be a live, gossip chat, chit chat, this and that. I feel like a lot of people is gonna be stuck in the house. So why not be stuck in the house talking to me tomorrow at 6:30? Okay, so be there or be square. Okay. Anyway, if you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and become a whole Jaybird. All that good stuff, okay? Do not forget to like, comment, and share this video. To also follow me on Instagram at J_Leads_corner. Shop my Teespring merchandise. If you want to send me something, my P.O. box is in the address below. Someone commented on my one of my things asking like what's my address to send me. They got me some little new head thing. So if you want to send me whatever, the PO box is also in the description box. Everything you need to know is always in the description box and on how to get in contact with me. And also my Teespring stuff is down there too, the link to it. Anyway, let's get started. Marcelino and Brittany are up first. Their stuff was kind of boring, but not boring. It was just real easy. They still living at the hotel. She brings up how, she still has not told Marcelino that she met with her ex-girlfriend. What's her name? Amy? Ex-prison bae. She haven't told, new prison bae that she met up with ex-prison bae and everything. But I'm gonna tell him eventually, girl, if you don't, he gonna see the show. So either way go, he gonna know. And I don't think he'll be happy about it. I mean, like, did y'all do some things? You know what I'm saying? What happened? We don't know. Anyway, they were just up there talking or whatever. He brought her like some really good fruit. It made me hungry, and not because I'm a big girl, but because I love fruit and it looked delicious. Even a skinny person would want it. But she brought up how in prison they don't get healthy food. They don't get like fresh fruit or whatever. Which is, it's like we don't want prisoners to get bad food, but at the same time, it's prison. It's prison. Like the food should be like edible and good. Like it shouldn't be like old rotten food. But like, I don't know how I feel about people in prison getting good old watermelon and pineapples and grapes and I'm like they should get like, I don't know. I don't want them to not be fed right, but I also be like, it shouldn't be like luxury. Like you shouldn't be like getting shrimp and what I'm saying, it's a little lemon for your little lobster or whatever. Some good apples here and there, some good grapes here and there, what I'm saying? It's fine. Anyway, I'm still on my look up opportunities. I was commenting on Instagram. But so we're having that little chit chat. She then bring up, he asked, are we still going to see their son today? So she has a 3-year-old son who she has not seen in about 2 years since she's been locked up. And she brings up how hard it was to be away from him, how she had to balance not thinking about him, but still thinking about him. If I thought about him too much, I would get depressed and be sad. And so I would not think about it, but I could not think about him because then it'll make me feel like a bad mom that I'm not thinking about my son. So she had, balance how to think about him. Then, he like, well, I'm just thinking about what's going to go on or whatever. And then she said, were you ready kind of to be a step parent? And he was just like, I mean, he said he is, but he isn't. He brings up how for him, he like my issue was my stepfather was an asshole. He was a whole jerk, but also my birth father wasn't that well either. So for him, he doesn't have good role models for father figures. You know what I'm saying? But in the same breath, why does my thing keep popping up? Facebook, what? No, I don't want to install Facebook again. I already have Facebook. Leave me alone. I found my iPod today, y'all, so I had to charge it. Anyway, so his thing is again, he had a bad father, bad stepfather. He said stepfather was not a good person. He was wouldn't, he always just drinking, and wasn't reliable. So his thing is, he does not want to be that kind of step parent to her son. And she's like, I want you to love my son as if he's your own. Like that's what I need from you. And I feel like he then said, I get it. I do know that. He says women can't raise men. They need a male figure. You know what I'm saying? Fathers shape men. I agree and I disagree. I agree that boys, children, do need a male figure in their life, but I do think that a woman can raise a man or raise a boy. She just can't teach him how to be a man. I think there's a difference between the two. A woman can raise her son fine, but he do need to have male figures to help him know how to be a man. So this anyway. For her, she know how she had issues with her mother. She said so her as a mother now, she would never want her son to feel about her the way she feels about her mother. She basically hates her mom. So they both, were just, that's all it was. He's apprehensive about being a step parent. And she said she wished she would have knew beforehand his apprehension or his, insecurities of being a step parent. Of her, she's like, don't let your stepfather and father's failures be, put on you to put into somebody else. I agree. Some people who have bad parenting experiences or whatever, one or two things happen. They either don't want to be that and they do everything opposite of it, or they become it. So we shall see what happens with Marcelino. And that was all, that they talked about. We didn't see nothing else. I was like, boring, but not boring at the same time because it was a serious conversation. Next up, we have Caitlyn and Matt. They still living with his mama. His mama actually doing both their laundry. She's like, I can't believe, I think they didn't think about how hard it would be for them to be together. I can't believe I'm up in here doing their laundry. And I'm like, well, Matt mama, stop doing the laundry. Like, if they want to have dirty clothes, they would just have dirty clothes. Like, I would not care. Keep your dirty clothes in your room, and you only bring them out when you're washing them. Do not bring your dirty clothes into the laundry room unless you're going to wash them. And I mean wash and dry them. If you put your clothes in the washer and you don't dry them, they would smell like mildew, and I would leave them smelling like mildew. I might even take them out the washer, put them in a basket, wash my own shit, and then put your shit back in the washer when I'm done. Okay, because I'm putting my shit in the dryer. Okay, just saying. I'm petty. So, Matt outside, it's like 11 o'clock in the morning. He outside in the yard, with no grass. And he drinking the beer. And I'm looking like, he really think he like on vacation. And his thing is, I'm out of prison, I'm out of jail. I only been out a couple, he been off for like maybe 5 days. I just think I should be able to chill. I should be able to chill and like lounge around and shake my shimmy and just kind of do nothing. I have my mama waiting on me hand and foot. I got my girl waiting on me hand and foot. I have the best of both worlds. In prison, I had to go get my laundry, and here they bring my laundry to me already folded. So you know what I'm saying, I'm loving being home because again, it's like I got a maid and a cook and a chef and a sex toy. Okay, is what he doing. Anyway, he also brings up how one thing that he does not like is how his mama and his girlfriend is on that ass. Want him to get up and do things. I'm looking like, what do you? I mean, Matt just so childish. She just so childish. You know what I'm saying? It just irks my nerves. So Caitlyn keeps saying how I just thought Matt would be more productive. I thought he would just want to, be out here trying to get a job. Why did you think that? You don't know him. And everyone in prison tells you all the best things. I'm going to be the best boyfriend. We're going to get married. I'm going to start a business. I'm going to love you forever. We're going to have kids. I'm going to buy you a camel. We're going to ride off to, Abu Dhabi. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get us a magic carpet ride. We're going to get us a genie. They have all these magical things that they're going to give you, okay? But you don't know that, man. So why are you assuming? Or why did you assume he would come out being oh so wonderful when he kept going back to jail, Caitlyn? Girl, you put yourself in a situation. Anyway, she go outside sitting around or whatever, and like, you gonna do anything today? He's like, what I'm gonna do? I'm out having a beer. She's like, well, how many? You gonna have another one? He's like, yeah, probably. He don't want to do nothing. Anyway, she then said we can go on, with some laundry in there that can be folded. And I'm like, well, her mama was already folding up your underwear, so don't act like he the only one that got some clothes. You can go in there and fold them up too. But I get it. She then says that we haven't been doing much. I think you should take me on a date. And I said, with what money? With whose money? With whose car? Caitlyn. What is he gonna do? Okay. And so he then says, we ain't got no money. We got to keep the money we have because we don't have no jobs. Basically, they squatters, okay? They're squatting in his mom's house is what it is. So she like, look, we need to do something because we have not done anything and I want to do something. And I'm like, but it's only been 5 days. Like, it's only been 5 days. The first day he was out, you took him to a cabin and had him shoot your damn club up with all them sperm babies. So don't act like he been out for like 4 months and y'all ain't went on not nan date. I would not expect a man who just got out of jail 5 days ago, who don't have a job. I would not expect him to take me on a date. Like, I would be like, you know what? Don't take me on a date. Take yourself on an interview date, okay? We're going to go get you some nice slacks, a little shirt, okay? Go interview with somebody. Do that. That will be my gift. Gifts me you get a goddamn job. But she needs a job too. So, I mean, one or two. Anyway, he later does take her on a date. And, he did not know what Uber was. So when the car comes to pick them up, he's like, this the car we're going in? It was like a Tahoe or Yukon truck or whatever. And she's like, yeah, it's an Uber. It's the Uber thing. He's like, I don't even think Uber was out the last time I was out. Your teeth was in 10 too, so we're not going to act like it was this. Things are different now, Scott. Not Scott. The Scott one on this episode, Matt. Anyway, they get to like the little fancy restaurant or whatnot. He like, oh my God, it's so fancy here. The food looks so good. The food in prison is horrible. It's like dog food. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you may get, some good, but mostly it's like some kind of sloppy stuff or whatever. I don't think they need to be getting stuff that look like dog food, but again, it should not be lobster and crab cakes and shrimps or whatnot. Anyway, honey, when Caitlyn told that man to make sure to put his napkin in his lap because it will catch any food that fall off his tooth hole, I'm like, his tooth hole? His tooth hole? He does have a tooth hole. I was like, girl, bye. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? She says how she feels because he talking or whatever, like kind of like he could have other charges, he don't know, whatever. He said, well, of course, I don't have like active charges because I would not have gotten out. But who knows what's going to happen in the future? I'm like, who says that? Look, I don't have any charges. Ain't never had no charges. Ain't never gonna get no charges, okay? But for him to be like, I don't know what's going to happen later. So you planning to maybe do some dumb shit? I'm like, he's so stupid. She said she feels as if Matt likes prison. He keeps going back to prison because he hates authority and he wants to make his own rules. I say, Caitlyn, you sound stupid because in prison you don't have your own rules. In prison, all it is authority. Okay, if you are a person who hates authority and hates the rules, you would follow rules to at least not go to prison. Because in prison, you only gonna have authority figures and rules of what you can and cannot do. So a person who on the outside, don't like rules and authority would never want to go to prison. Never. The most a person who don't like authority or don't like rules would want to do is be an entrepreneur. They want to be their own boss simply because I don't have to listen to nobody else. But a person like that don't keep going to jail. They don't do that, Caitlyn. They don't. And I'm like, she a little bit dumb. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? I feel like Matt keeps going back to jail because it's easy. Because it's like free room and board and food. The food might suck, but it's free. Okay? He don't have to mow no lawn. He don't have to pay no bills. He does not mind going to prison because it's easy for him to be in prison. She even said, I hate how much he is like able to be like good in he good in prison. Like he good. He be chilling. You know what I'm saying? It's vacation. Because he don't have to do shit. He don't. He can be in there 3 meals in the cot And all he has to do is like what, get up early, try not to fight, and don't get booty raped. Booty raped. Anyway, and that's really all that it is. But I'm like, girl, you just kind of crazy. She also brings up how because they talk about like, what if you was to go back to prison? He said, well, I wouldn't, I don't know if that would happen. She's like, if you go back, you know what I'm saying, I don't think I would be able to do that again with you. So you're saying if I go back to jail, you're not going to wait for me? She was like, if you go back to jail, you're going to get like 12 years because you've been back and forth so many times. And, in 10 or 12 years, I'll be in my 40s. I don't want to wait to have a family in my 40s. It's not fair to me. And I said, well, at least she's smart about that. Okay, at least she knows if he go back to jail and he gets 10 years, I ain't waiting. If he go back to jail, don't even wait for the arraignment. Okay? If he go back to jail, just leave, girl. Just leave. Anyway, he brings about he does not live for prison. He does not love prison. He says for him, he won't live his life for anyone else. Okay? He says, I don't love prison, but I do love the stuff that happens before I get to prison. I say, like what? Like crack cocaine and meth and heroin? Like, girl, he is crazy. So then the bill comes and she's like, okay, you gonna pay the bill? He's like, no, we're going down and dash. She's like, what? 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 And she is so mortified. I have a picture of it. It made me laugh my little knickers off, okay? And I said knickers, okay? Knickers, if you know what that is. She was just like, look at her face. Look at her face. She was like, what? What? No, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna what? He's like, we're gonna dine and dash. We're gonna get the food. With the food, get the food. We're gonna leave. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna pay for this food. I'm not paying for this food. And she's like, no, I'm not doing that. He's like, come on, let's go. He grabbed the bag, and she like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And he's like trying to walk away, but she's going with him because she's like, oh my god, because she ain't got no money either. Oh my god, oh my god. He's like, I'm just playing, baby. Don't do that. It's not funny. And they go back and sit down or whatever. Anyway, I'm not gonna go back to prison for food. You was about to. It was about to. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? She now feel like, I have questions now. Like, I feel like, what if this doesn't work out? What if, I thought how it would be so easy and that's not what's gonna really happen? Girl, it's not, I mean, he gonna go back to jail. I think somebody put up a, because y'all be commenting in the comment section, and when people put up websites, the post gets deleted because I don't allow any links in my comments because I don't know who linking what, and I got time for no bullshit being up there. So when y'all put links and stuff, it is I'll be like delete. Y'all don't, yeah, unless it's no. I delete just about all stuff like that because I just don't believe in it. Anyway, but I heard that he may be back in jail, but I'm like, girl, whatever. Next, the threesome. So we see Megan first, okay? So Megan, you know what I'm saying, brings up how it's been 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Her weave is better. I mean, the part is still too far on the side for my liking, but you know what I'm saying, it's not bad. You know. So, she's at her house, with her parents' house, and she's talking to a friend or whatever because she's packing up to go see Michael. He's been out of prison for 2 weeks. Okay, he's been out of prison for 2 weeks. They have not seen each other yet. So they only talk a lot via text. She's flying to Buffalo, New York to be with him, to see with him or whatever. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, girls, when she want that dick. She said he keeps telling me he has something special planned for me, and you know what I'm saying? I just have to wait, like I don't know anything. And I just know I better not get to the airport, and he called me again and say don't come. And I said, well, I mean, I don't think he'll do that now. Anyway, so she like, and if he called me and say don't come, I'm gonna go anyway. I'm gonna go to New York and I'm gonna find him. Okay, have fun with that. So, the friend like, well, what if he like, proposes? Like, I don't know. I do want him to propose. I just do, you know what I'm saying? Even though he proposed in prison, I do want him to propose to me like with a ring, like on, in person or whatever. I want that like that personal proposal. We do see her dad telling her like, I don't think you should go. What if something is fishy or funny? Like, make sure to pay attention if there's any girls around or whatever. Like, I just don't know if this is smart. And her parents don't know that she's engaged to a married man. And So we see her drive, to the airport. She gets to the airport and she doesn't get to New York. And it was like a driver there waiting for her. So we even got her a driver to take her they're going to Niagara Falls. And so, oh my God, I hope he proposes. It'll be so romantic if he proposes to me at Niagara Falls. And I was like, girl. Because again, she don't know what his plan is or nothing. And I'm like, girl, you have no idea. And meanwhile, in New York, Michael right there, and Sarah, right there. Yes, that's the picture. I'm petty. Oh, that's the picture I posted for her because I just thought it was funny. They are ring shopping. Okay, like it's because I could not get a good picture of them together at the ring shop. So they are ring shopping because when they got married, at prison you could only get a certain kind of ring. It had to cost less than $100. So they don't have real rings, and so it's him, her, and the daughter looking for rings, and you know what I'm saying. Sarah says we're planning to renew our vows in a year. We're going to have a real wedding with our friends and our family or whatever. It will be on our 1 year anniversary. She says so we got married on October 13th. She said it was actually Friday the 13th. And I said, girl, so you can't get married on Friday the 13th. I'm not superstitious all the way, but at the same time I am. Like, it's certain things I'm looking like, you know what? I don't want to get married on Friday the 13th. I just don't. I just wouldn't want to. But again, I'm like, you like it, I love it. So, they're like, oh, what's the budget? I'm like, oh, ain't no budget. I'm like, oh, you working now, bro? Like, do you have a job? You've only been out 2 weeks. Like, I don't know what job a felon can get 2 weeks out to where his wedding have a budget. I mean, that's a drug dealer, prostitute. He can be a male prostitute, or is he a rapper? I don't know. What I do know is that someone has to have a budget. If he pay, because he got a free, he fresh out of prison. Girl, bye. Anyway, Michael dance. Look, Michael say, I married Sarah so that I could parole to New York to be with my daughter because my daughter is not 18. I'm like, he is using Sarah, bruh. Okay, he brings up how he only had sex with her because he had no choice because she's his wife. And, if he didn't, it would have been something funny. But when he said, I married her just so that I could parole to New York, he thought about this shit, okay? He thought about it. He said, if we're married, I can get parole to that state. Meaning, even if I get paroled to that state, and even if we divorce, I'm already paroled to that state, and I can be in the same state with my daughter. I was like, he really planned to play her one way or the other. So I'm like, He said the reason he did not. He said, now I haven't told Megan because Megan would not understand yet, but I'm going to tell her as soon as I better bond with my daughter. I'm like, he's girl. Anyway, see, he also brings up how I plan to marry Megan. I'm gonna marry Megan. He with me and Sarah, I don't have any happy feelings about a wedding with her. I'm like, but you already married her, bro. Like, I guess he don't have any happy feelings planning this wedding with her. But me and Megan, we plan our wedding, and then we talk about the clothes, oh Jesus, the dresses, the tux, the colors, everything, and I'm happy about it. That's how I know I don't love Sarah. I love Megan. I'm looking like he's a piece of shit on one hand, but on the other hand, I'm looking like, well, damn. I don't know. I mean, he's a piece of shit. Don't get me wrong. He playing them both. Don't get me wrong. But I can only see well, dang. He was trying to be there he wanted to be in the same state as his daughter. But you didn't have to marry her. Stupid, man. Just stupid. And you playing two women. You're playing two women, bro. I just can't take it. Anyway, Megan is coming to town today. So, I have to see Megan today. So in order for me to see Megan today, I have to cause a fight with Sarah. That's the only way she gonna let me, be on my own for, so whatever amount of time. I'm like... This fool picks a fight in the car after leaving the ring place and tells her that they don't really need rings. The rings are played out. People be always get married. That's the same old bullshit and how she too picky. And she like, what? wait, I'm too picky. I'll like whatever you gonna give me. Like, you know you won't. And he kept fucking with that girl. And she's like, you know what I'm saying? And she's crying. That's where the picture came from. Well, rings are forever. That's the point. Because he kept on saying, what's the point of getting rings? Like, what is this? What's there for? It's supposed to be for me and you. Like, they are forever. It's not like a shirt or a car that can come and go. He said, oh, so a ring can't come and go? And I was like, a ring can't come and go, dummy. You know what I'm saying? She's stupid on that part. But you know what I'm saying? It was just how he kept at it. Like, because she at first was like, well, you know what sister said, I'll be happy with whatever. And he kept going and kept going and kept going. She's like, nah, man, I'm mad. The baby in the back's like, mommy, mommy, mama, mommy, mom. And I'm like, y'all not going to answer her? Because he keep nitpicking at her, she's like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done. I don't want to be around you today. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I'm just done. We're going to drop the baby off at our grandma's house. And then, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be bothered with you today. So they drop her off, and as they're driving, they're still talking. She trying to not be mad with him, and he keep fucking with her. Like, he keeps saying all this random ass stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, you only want me to wear a ring so that other girls can see it and they can know I'm married. She's like, what? And here come our black voice. If I have to worry about you and that ring and the girl, da, da, da. He like, but you be saying the order. He like, you always asking me, do I have my ring on because other girls may think I'm not married or whatever. He like, so you said order. Well, that's not. And I'm like, oh my God, Jesus Christ. The fact that we seen him in this car picking a fight with her, I'm like, it was crazy. Because I'm like, he's really saying, because the things he was saying, like, a ring ain't this, a ring ain't that, I don't care, I'm saying this, who cares about that old, who gonna be the new age, who gonna show a new way to show how you marry besides some punk ass rings. I'm looking like, he really saying stuff that will make her mad, or will make any woman mad. You know what I'm saying? If I don't worry about the girls, and so you the problem. I'm like, oh Lord Jesus. But it was crazy. It was very, very crazy. She then said, oh, I'm a good woman. And all I want is a good man who treats me good. You know what I'm saying? I deserve that. And he said, this fool said, you can want what you want. I said, what? He said, you can want what you want, behind her saying, I'm a good woman and all I want is a good man to treat me good and care for me and give me good things. And this fool said, you can want what you want. Oh, see, at that point, if that was me in the car, we would have both died because I was going to all the way off the road. Or I'm going to at least, he would have been, because he ain't got no seatbelt on. So I would have been okay. He would have been fucked up. But I mean, I would have, bruh, when you want what you want, she like 6 years. I put up all this shit for 6 years, you know what I'm saying? And you can't wear a fucking ring at what I've been through. And I'm like, oh, she mad now. Because that black voice become now, okay? Sarah will be having that, oh, I'm a nice little white girl. Ha, 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 ha. And then the minute she pissed off, she's a black person. Raw. And I'm like, girl, be quiet. Anyway, they put up to her apartment or whatever, and she's like, whatever, I'm done. Get out my face, leave me, don't talk to me. He like, all right, give my keys. And I think when he said, give my keys, she was like, oh, I fucked up. Like, I thought he wouldn't leave. Like, now he trying to leave. And when he said that, now she won't talk. Okay, now he's like, wait a minute. What? Give your keys? And he's like, yeah, give my keys. Michael, can we talk? She want to block the car door. You don't want to. Can you think about this? Yeah, I blocked myself out. Can you think about this for 1 second? Like, think about it on how I feel about it. And he was like, nah, like, I'm done with this. I don't want to talk about it no more. I'm over it or whatever. I'm going to go get my keys. And she trying to talk. And he just walking right past her. Opening the door right around her. Slid in the car. And she's like, you really, really? He's like, yeah, I'm over it. She's like, over what? He was like, all of it. And then pulled off. And she's like, I can't, that's what he always did before. He doesn't like having communication. He don't like talking, like he just leaves or whatever. She said it was different. It was different when he was in prison. Right, because in prison, he can't go nowhere. He can't go anywhere. So I'm like, and I feel like, she called her friend and was like, yeah, because he got mad talking about the rings or whatever. The friend must have said, well, he must be fucking with somebody. That's what I thought too. You know what I'm saying? Because he keeps bringing up girls or whatever. Girl, but the reason I feel like Sarah is more dumb than Megan is because Sarah knew his pattern. Sarah knew we had been together, he had been cheating on me or whatever, and then he went to prison and then he want to marry you. You're dumb. Okay, Megan's only dumb because she married a stranger in prison. Sarah's dumb because she married a known idiot, a known cheater, and a known asshole, and made him her husband. And now she's surprised when he's doing the same bullshit he did before. He never showed you different. A person can't prove to you in prison that they better. They don't have no choice but to be better in prison. It's once they get out of prison that shows you who they're gonna be. Okay, and I'm like, they are dumb. Anyway, that was the whole thing. And now Michael on his way to fuck his bitch. Okay, he's on his way to have sex with his fiance. And he like, you know what I'm saying, I did that, give him some Sarah here. I mean, no, not Sarah here. Megan here, and I'm going to deal with her. I'm gonna be with her. I wanna see what that shit looking like. I'm like, he is a piece of shit if there's ever been one. Clint and Tracy. So Jack and Beetlejuice. Jack and Beetlejuice. She looks like Beetlejuice in this picture. She really does. And I'm trying to stop using the pictures of them from prison. So I'm using pictures of them on here. So, Clint is still waiting at the altar for her to get there, okay? And I'm like, Lord Jesus, she is 5 hours late. And not only that, they're getting married in a bar. Like one of those bar restaurant things or whatever. It was a whole bunch of cowboys in Texas. It was a very, very weird scene. So we do see the pastor come in, like, is she coming, like, for real? He's like, I hope so, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to wait all night. And I'm like, I don't think the pastor got all night or whatever. Anyway, he brings up how, I just believe that she would not run off on me because I got a whole tattoo of her name on my forearm. That don't mean nothing. It doesn't mean anything. Like, nothing at all. So, it just means you're stupid. He got Tracy on his forearm. Stupidity has no bounds. Anyway, so he just waiting for her to get there. She does get there, okay? She got there 5 hours late, and they are getting married. Now, first of all, his shoes made me laugh. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Them are some old man sketches, okay? He just wants to make sure his feet are supported. She's in a prom dress, but I mean, that dress could not have costed more than maybe $100, maybe $200. So I wonder what else. I wonder how much she spent because he told her $500, but I don't see that dress costing more than $500 at all. It just, it is what it is. So, Clint said how she's his soulmate and his goddess and he loves her, and he doesn't know how he was blessed to get someone as beautiful as her, and she says how we were destined to be together and you're my soulmate too. And now they officially married, and they got married in a bar, okay, in a cowboy bar. I'm like, is that what they do in Texas? I don't know. Anyway, they out there showing their rings off or whatever. Oh, we're married. We love each other. Yay. Beetlejuice and Baby Jack is a whole couple. Yay. Yeah. And I'm like, it's just bad all the way around if you ask me. I'm a wife now. The girls in prison thought I would be, I wouldn't make it. Never could have made it. Is what they're probably singing to her. And she's like, I'm a wife now. He's like, yeah, we're going to be together forever and ever. So they're driving to the hotel after the wedding, and they like, look, she's smiling, he's smiling. He bring up how it was our wedding night, so we have to have sex. She's like, of course, I know that or whatever. They were like laughing, and then she like the camera showed her real quick, and she just looked like mad. I need a drink, and I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Like, what just happened? I don't know what just happened. And it's like, the little words scratched on the screen, the couple were supposed to film the following day of their wedding. The producer showed up, and this is what happened. Dun, dun, dun. Whole SUV. He's sitting there crying. He is crying. I don't know what happened. I was so happy yesterday. Now I'm living a nightmare. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe it. I don't know what's going on. And he just sitting there just crying. I just don't know what to do. I'm like, he look like something happened, okay? The producer didn't say, well, you want to use my phone to call your mom? He says yes. He calls his mom or whatever, and he's crying. And she's like, baby, what's wrong? Why are you crying? I'm not crying. She's like, yes, you are. What happened? Have you tried to call me and check in with me? She says, well, yeah. What's wrong? Well, I'm just calling to tell you that I'm okay. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what the fuck happened? Like, why is he crying and why don't he have a phone? Why the room all messed up? It's like shot glasses everywhere. A couple of it's it's a little messy or whatever. I'm like, it was like a night in Vegas. What happened? And he's crying. It's just I can't believe it's crazy. She's like, what? And she like, you have to talk to me. What happened? Like, is she gone? Like, did she leave? Yeah. Oh, here we go. Okay. So the mom like, well, what happened? He won't say what happened. Okay. He keeps saying, I can't really talk about it. I'm like, well, what the fuck are we doing? What is we doing here, Clint? Okay. What the baby Jack? Talk to your mama. Talk to Elastigirl. Okay. Tell Elastigirl what happened before she had to go get Miss Incredible. Anyway, he then says how, I was heartbroken. But mom, I didn't do anything wrong. Mom, I know I fuck up a lot. I didn't fuck up this time. Mom, I didn't do it. I didn't do anything wrong. And I'm like, you lying. You did something. I don't know what, but you're lying. He then says how I left the room at like 5:30. And she was like, well, why? He like, I can't, I can't really say. I can't. And I left almost. She's like, what happened? I'm your mama, talk to me. He gets up, goes into the bathroom away from production. But of course, he's wearing a mic. And so you hear him say, I left it like slack, she took the car, she took my phone or whatever, and mom, I didn't fuck up, mama, I didn't fuck up. She's like, Clint, what happened? He then says, mom, she has a problem. What's the problem, baby? It's motherfucking crack. I said, crack? Crack? What? First of all, when he said crack, I say, they been getting high together. I don't think she was getting high solo. I think they was getting high together. He looked like, no way. Right here, he looked like he had some crack. And he looked like he had some shit. Even when we look at the pictures of them, I just took them down. The pictures of them on their first night together after they had all that sex or whatever. Look at this picture. Where is it at? I gotta find it. Where's the crack picture? This one. He looked like he may have had. Look at these three pictures. Look at him. His nose is red because he smoked some crack. Okay, he's a crackhead. That's a red crack on. That's a red crackhead nose. Okay, he smoked some crack. I feel like when he smoked crack, his hair is pushed to the front. When he had him smoke crack, look at this back here. He did the picture with him and her together. Wait, this one. This is when he hasn't smoked crack. This is when he has smoked crack. This is also when he smoked crack, okay? He was doing crack with her, and you can't tell me no different, okay? And I'm like, when he said she has a problem and it's crack, I said, I think y'all have a problem and it's crack, okay? She may have brought it back up to you, but I'm pretty sure she said, you know what I'm saying? Do this drug with me. And you said, okay, my goddess. And you was high on crack. She said, oh, so y'all went and got, she said, yo, y'all did crack? He says, no, I didn't do it. That's her thing. No, Clint, you smoke crack too. Okay, you smoke crack. She then says, what happened? Okay, what happened? He says, we got to back to the hotel after the wedding. She was started venting her frustrations about, just her demons or whatever. He then says, like, I would sleep on the couch because he was tired of all the crack smoking. She was in the bedroom because she was tired of all the crack smoking too. And then he said, I got up and went in the room with her. And then she said that she wanted more crack and it killed me. She wanted more crack and it killed me. Because you didn't want to smoke more crack. You felt like if she wanted more crack, you would have to smoke more crack and you was upset. But I feel like when your wife asks you for crack and you leave the hotel at 5:30 in the morning, I feel like you left the hotel looking for crack. Okay? Point blank, period. And it is what it is. Anyway, he's crying more. I don't know what to do. I love her. It broke my heart. She like, baby, that's what I was scared of. They be having those, addictions or whatever. That's what I was scared of. Or maybe you should get the phone cut off. I don't want to get the phone cut off because I can't call her. She's like, you want to call her? He's like, yeah. She like, for what? He said, because I want to work it out. I want to be. She's like, we just got married. She says, well, you can get it another. I don't want to get it another. I say, what? Your wife smokes crack and stole your phone and your keys in the car and probably pressure some money. And He said the phone is the only way to talk to her. He don't know where she at. You know what I'm saying? I hope she's okay. And he is crying. I just want to see her. I don't know what to do with myself. Yeah, help me. No, help her because she on crack. Y'all both on crack. How the love. That's how it went off with him saying he hopes she okay because she don't know where she is. And he was crying. Bruh, I'm done. I am done with Tracy and Clint is crackheads. Tracy and Clint was like getting high, smoking crack on their wedding, on their honeymoon. I'm like, who smokes crack on their well? Whitney and Bobby probably did too. I'm done, y'all. Let me go. Peace.
He's like love, 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 and music.